Hey, be a squid and subscribe to my mediocrity. How's it going, everybody? Today we're back on some BDO, on that grind life. Currently, right now, I'm testing this method to see if it works. Not that I was the person that came up with it, but I've been hearing people talk about it to see whether or not, good, bad, it's very lucrative, and you gotta work the marketplace, and all sorts of situations. So, to kind of explain how this method is kind of working for me at the moment is, we're purchasing ancient relic shards, right? We're trying to buy them for a pretty low price point. So I've been buying them for roughly around 790k, right? And essentially, you use these to create boss scrolls. So I bought 50 just to kind of see where we are. So I bought 50 of the relic shards, turned them into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boss scrolls. So with these boss scrolls, in theory, we should be able to make a profit off of this since memfrags are selling for 1 million. So I paid 790k plus 1,810 so I could, get all the shards and whatnot. So with that being said, we should be able to turn like a 5 to 10 mil profit potentially. This is all dependent on RNG because these boss scrolls can drop anywhere between like 1 to 3, maybe 5 memfrags. So that's the goal here, is to get more memfrags so that way we can sell them for 1 million and then turn a smallish profit. Now, no matter how you look at it, as long as you're buying relic shards for the low and you're selling the memfrags for the high, you are going to make a profit regardless. Like, there's no doubt about that. My question is the time ratio and how annoying is this is pretty much what I'm trying to get. Like, how if I can just go AFK fishing and make 10 million, granted, yes, that takes like 4 hours only for 10 million. Not really worth, considering that I'm probably gonna make upwards of 40 million here, but that's like 37 million is paying off what I had already, purchased, and then the rest of the 5 to 10 mil is gonna be just like using random garbaggio or whatever. Like it's kind of like one of those situations that you have to realize, is this really worth the effort, is basically what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm gonna do all these boss scrolls and we'll see what our return value is. So I will come back in a moment whenever this is all done and over with. Oh, I kind of remembered that I needed to show how this works. So you kill all 3 of the bosses. There's typically 3 dudes that spawn. I kind of already dealt with that situation. And then you summon the Black Spirit, which is he's the reason why you're doing this, is so you get these 3 items. And then from here, we open these items and we will get memfrags. And as you can see, we've already obtained 5 memfrags. So we've already made 5 million from this. Now, granted, this is, like I said, RNG situation. Sometimes you'll get 5, sometimes you'll get 1. So if we were to get, let's say, like 5 over and over and over, we're turning a pretty huge profit, given the fact that I paid 37 million for 50 relic shards, and if I end up with, let's say, 50 memfrags, I turn a 20 mil profit. So this is, so far, seems pretty good. So like I said, I will now actually be back after I complete all this bullshit. Alright, we have finished our farming situation. So we have made 46 memfrags. We also have 123 hunter seals, but I already had some hunter seals on me, so that doesn't necessarily mean much. But overall, I'd say that this is worth. I mean, it's worth. I paid 37 million in order to get these memfrags, or not memfrags, the relic shards, right? And then I'm gonna make a 46 million profit, or somewhere around that. Obviously, with the factor in the marketplace tax, but I do have a value pack going, so I'm gonna evidently turn more of a profit than somebody without it. But even still, worth if you're a new player and you're doing this farm. This is worth. Not to mention, you have these like metal armor fragments that you can turn in for 100 a pop and get 100,000 silver coins. I genuinely don't believe the offensive or even any of these weapon boxes, that there's no fucking way this is worth, unless they're gonna be like try or something, which I've opened one already and I know for a fact they're not. So just turn in the silver or the fragments for the silver, and that's gonna be better off. And you can do the exact same thing with the huge spears. For 150, you can turn it in for another 125,000 silver coins. So you're pretty much going to be making a pretty decent profit. And if you were to do this for a full hour, your profit's like, what, 25 mil, 30 mil, something around that. And then if you do this for an extended period of time, which at that point, if you're doing that, I mean, you're going to blow your goddamn brains out. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to go back to Calpheon right now and see what the profits are after I sell these, just to kind of get an idea as to what exactly we made. So let's move on back. All right, we made it over to Calpheon now, so we're going to go ahead and put this on the marketplace and see what the full nonsense is here. So we're just gonna see what we can sell for. So what's the cheapest someone is selling for? Okay, we've got, like, everybody's being a cheapo right now apparently. So there's 73 being sold for 1,030,000 and none are being sold for 1,020,000. So here's the thing, here's the problem with this, right? Your natural reaction is going to be, I'm going to sell this for 1,020,000 because it's super cheap and somebody's guaranteed to buy it. But see, if you do this and then somebody sees that you've done this, then they're going to undercut you to 1,010,000, and then the price evidently goes down and down and down, and next thing you know, oh shit, saturated market, and holy fuck, everything is just all sorts of garbage. See, you can't go too high, or else people aren't gonna buy it. That's why there's goddamn 4,105 at 1070 right now. Ain't nobody buying that shit. It just ain't nobody doing that. People are that stingy, believe me. So we're gonna go with 1040, right? And assume that this is gonna sell. I mean, we could go for 1030 and it would definitely sell too, but realistically, we're trying to turn a profit here. So we're gonna pop these bad boys on. So we'll see how fast this sells. So we will, I don't even think it'll sell that fast, to be honest, because I think the 1030s have to sell first before we even remotely see somewhat of a profit from this. So it may take 24 hours or it may take a couple hours, but overall I should be making you know, a 40 mil plus profit. So it was worth it. If you do this for a couple hours, you're making quite a bit of money, especially if you're a starting person. This is very good, essentially, because it's low AP. I think these bosses that you're fighting is typically like, what, the average would be 80 to 120 AP or some garbage, something like that. It's not really that hard, and if you want to bring friends, you can. I'm pretty sure you can do these scrolls with a party, so I recommend, if you're low AP, come here with a partner, ask a guildie or whatever, and pretty much it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But overall, this has been Relic Shard, sort of boss scroll. It's just shit. This has been Relic Shard boss farming, and I'm gonna talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.